Good morning and welcome, Patriot Radio News Hour. Joe and Jason, happy Friday. We made it through another week. I don't need to tell you people here in the Valley of the Sun, it is going to be hot. I think like 116 today, maybe 118, 119 tomorrow. Don't go outside. There you go. That's the solution. You know, back when I was a little younger, my friends and we weren't, we're not that smart, really, honestly. I've said this a bunch of times. My wife has mental problems, as most of you know. She's been married to me for 27 years, so there's obviously something wrong with her. We were so intelligent that on a day like today, I don't know about tomorrow. Tomorrow, I don't know if we were that dumb or not. We had played the Heat Stroke Open. Let's go play 18 holes of golf, and whoever dies first loses. Not doing that. I've got a new hard and fast rule. Anything over 112, I'll just take the day off. So no golf for me today or tomorrow. The weather gets better next week. I will be gone next week. So we got some announcements. No show Monday and Tuesday of next week. I will be gone all of next week and the first couple of days the week after. Mike Morris was gone as well. So we basically, Jason, sorry, bro. Normally I'd be like, okay, I'm not doing anything that important. I'll go on vacation the following week or the week before. But this was something, this is kind of our family trip, and my brothers, my mother, my nephews. So I couldn't get out of it. Even if I wanted to, which I didn't, because, of course, I'm just going from one hot place to another hot place, so I don't know that is any better or not. But so no shows Monday, Tuesday next week. So don't worry. The girls will be here answering the phones. It is summer, so we got summer hours. What does summer hours mean? Summer hours for Patriot means if nobody's calling, the girls are going to go home, and we'll call you. Leave a message. We'll call you back the next day. So don't be shocked if you're calling at 4:30 in the afternoon and nobody answers. I'll just let you know that, because it's kind of like an Arizona tradition that in the summer months, the goal is how much time can I spend somewhere else than actually, spending great time here in the 119-degree heat. So there you go. So it's going to be the next week and a half. It'll be an interesting schedule. You may get a repeat. You may not get a repeat. But once, like August 5th rolls around, we'll kind of be back to normal. Yesterday, we launched our gold program. I'm going to tell you right now, we're about ready to shut the door on this first go-round. So for those of you that didn't hear yesterday's show, we've been talking, obviously a lot about getting you educated in the crypto space, Texacoin, Iskander, Orb. Heck, Mike's got some other ones out there that he likes to dip his toe in, and we got the Crypto Watch show. And, we're doing a lot to get you educated. Well, part of that, though, what we've been hearing very loudly and clearly from you guys is, man, I gotta get an app. I gotta get a VPN. I gotta get a wallet. I gotta learn how to do this. I gotta learn how to. It's just too much learning. Too much learning. I need an easy button. So Jason, Mike, and myself, we put our head together, and there's a program out there that we've dipped our toe in. And here's how it works. It's very simple. You bring us 2 ounces of gold. 6 months later, you get 3 ounces back. Pretty simple. It is going to be limited. We didn't know, right, what to expect. We want to, make sure it's something that we can handle. If something goes wrong, you guys aren't going to be out all of your gold and all of those things. And it was very well received yesterday.
We barely touched it.
Yeah, and so I will tell you this. Jason and I talked this morning, and we're almost at the point now where we're like, okay, let's freeze it right there. We think that you won't be waiting 6 months, right? That's our thought is, hey, you know what, it may be 90 days or 120 days, but we're giving ourselves a little room here.
From the start date, and that's something real quick. Yeah. It's not going to start immediately. To get this thing up and running, it's going to take a little bit longer than we thought yesterday. Joe and I are excited to get this on the air. So there's a bit of a delay. We're going to get really organized and figure out who's going to get in, how it's going to be done, and then there'll be a start date. Your 6 months starts at the start date, not when you hand us the gold. We wanted to do it right when you handed us the gold, Joe, but right now it's we found some complications.
Yeah, it's not like, hey, oh my God, I'm going to give you my gold and I won't even start for 3 months. So we're talking, hey, maybe a week or two. So we'll be back right after the break. $800-951-0592. So if you want to participate in the gold program, call that number. We'll get you all set up to do that while I'm gone. Phoenix, don't worry, the girls will be here. Just come, drop off your gold. We will notify. Everybody will get notified. Okay, you start this day, you start that day. But Jason and I, like I said, I'll be back on the air August the 5th. So we want to get this done and get everybody going. So if you want to, and like I said, what do you guys have to do? What is expected of you? Drop the gold off. That's it. It's all you need to do. No apps, no wallets, no VPNs, no nothing, no passwords, and we'll take care of the rest. And like I said, We'll see, hopefully in the future, this goes exactly the way we think it will, and we'll be able to offer it again. But this is a limited opportunity, and like I said yesterday, it was extremely well received, so we're getting ready to say, okay, that's it. That's it. That's as much risk as we're willing to take. We think it's going to be great, but let's wait and see. So there you have it. For that, let's take a quick look at the markets right now. The Dow up 300 points, so a better day, obviously, than yesterday. The S&P's up 37. The NASDAQ, not up, but not really down, just kind of flat. The 10-year note off the highs, so 10-year note got in above 470.
I wanted to say one more thing about the gold thing.
Sure, Jason. All right.
We're doing to start with, we're going to give everyone one shot, 2 ounces of gold. You get 3 at the end of 6 months. I didn't hear if you did. We're going to start with that minimum, Joe, because a lot of people want to be able to take advantage of this. So if you have 10 ounces, you want to get 15. We're not going to do that right now. So we're going to let everyone get the 2 ounces of gold to us. When the program starts, in a 6 month span, you will have 3 ounces of gold. I want to make sure everyone understood that. And we're just going to take the gold, very informal, get your name, your phone number, contact, everything we need so that when we have your 3 ounces of gold, we'll call you and you will pick that up.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Just that simple. 800-951-0592. So let's look at back to the markets, the 10-year note. I mean, obviously still, 465, still way up there, but off of the high from yesterday. And the only real reason is nobody tried to ship anything through the Strait of Hormuz, or through the Red Sea yesterday, so nothing got blown up outside of, the I guess what we call the normal stuff, right? We blew up some of Iran stuff. Iran lobbed missiles into Bahrain and Kuwait and this, that, and the other.
I'm going to interrupt you one more time, Joe. I never interrupt Joe. I got a texture coming in. Can you give us some details as to how you're going to turn 2 ounces of gold into 3 ounces of gold? This is a gold investment program that we're going to try out. No, there will be no details. We are going to try it. We know that we can back up every ounce of gold that's coming to us because we're going to start small. And when it works, which I believe it will, then we will give more details, talk about it, maybe expand it. There you go. So, it's going to be a big secret. Not because
and listen, it's a fair question.
Yep.
And we're not going to answer it.
We're not answering it.
So it is a gold program. We've been looking at it for a while. And so here, I guess since people want to talk about it, let's talk about it. So Jason, Mike, and myself have decided we're willing to take this much risk in case it doesn't work.
Which is why we're not going to take 300 ounces of gold.
That's right.
We ain't taking that risk.
Right. We're not doing that risk. So, very fair question. We're going to try it out. We know, we're on the hook for it. We get it. But
and here's
more details
on top of this. First come, first serve.
First serve. Yep.
Limited.
Yep.
First come, first serve, limited. If we have 20 people in order, if you're number 18, you'll be number 18 to get your gold. But everybody in the 20 will get their gold in 6 months.
And I do want to preface it this way. Gold in hand is your number. You called
gold
yesterday. There's a bunch of you called yesterday. None of you got a number until you brought in the gold. Then you will get your number. It'll be that simple. And we will, the guy that brought his gold in first, he's going to be the first guy to get that extra.
I'm going to help some people out. So I had about 5 people contact me, and they're trying to figure out how they're going to get the gold to me. I'm super busy. I'm preparing for everybody from Arizona to Colorado being gone for a week and a half or more. If you want to come in after Fake News Friday at 6:30 tonight, I will start putting you on the list. You got to bring me your 2 ounces. I'll contact the guys that have been contacting me because I am not going to be receiving any gold potentially until next Wednesday. Just because I got to do what I got to do, right, Joe? Joe's doing what Joe's got to do. We got a lot of people taking vacations. It's all well deserved, and Jack and I are sort of bouncing around trying to figure out how we operate in that space. And we decided we needed a little breather ourselves for Monday and Tuesday, Joe.
There you go. 800-951-0592 for Phoenix. I will tell you, you guys know, you call me, and I wanted this to be clear. If you call, you're on the list, okay? Then you got to make arrangements to get it here, right? Once you've done that, then you'll get your slot. But we will close out. So, no, let's just say, well, okay, that's it. We're not taking any more gold. The project for this round is closed. As long as you've called and said you are in and you're just, we're waiting on delivery, you're still in, okay? So we're not going to say, I get it. Hey, I live in Tennessee, right? I've got to mail my gold in. Got it, right? But you're still going to be in the program. So you got to call to get in, then you get slotted when we have the gold. Okay,
just the way it's got to be. Just the way it's got to be.
Yeah, and it'll be that way if we're right and it worked. It'll be that way the next time we roll this out. So, good questions, fair questions, and again, if you think, hey, okay, you know what, Joe, Mike, and Jason, they're worth it. I'll take it. I get it, and I'll do it. Great. If you're like, nah, I'm gonna wait. Great. Either way. So there you go. So again, the 10-year note off the high. Oil still really high, but down a couple of dollars. We'll take it. And we'll see what happens, I guess, over the weekend. Gold is up $25. 4,075. Silver's up over $1, bumping up on $59. We do have $20 gold pieces, $39.95. So that's $80 below.
All right, Joe, I'm going to interrupt Joe again.
Okay.
I'm going to have some fun with it. I did not know you guys are alchemists. I have some lead. No, if you bring us lead, I'll give you 3 ounces of lead after 6 months. That's our alchemy. Our alchemy is we invest. Investment means a profit. When that profit comes, anybody that's in will turn 2 ounces of gold. We'll get 3 ounces of gold. The ounces of gold that you give us will not be the ounces of gold most likely that you will get back. You're going to get, you give us say you give us a Krugerrand and you give us a $20 lib. You may get 3 $20 libs back. You may give us, I don't know, 8 $5 libs. You may get 3 20s back. You're going to get 3 ounces once you've given us 2. We are not making gold. This is a gold investment. So I don't know if that was a joke coming from the texter, but Joe, I mean, it's got some legs. People are excited about hearing about it. Everyone's thinking. Joe and I now have verification. There are people listening in the summer of 2026. At least we know there are people listening.
We weren't sure that anyone was actually going to be listening. It was kind of funny is when we talked about doing it. We actually thought, let's wait till Mike and I get back. Right,
yeah, that was the first idea. Yeah.
That was our original idea, and we decided, you know what? Now let's just do it now, and we'll kind of go from there. And I will tell you that it was funny because I said to Jason, I go, you know, I don't even know if anybody's even listening right now. Right? It's kind of been crickets out there. You know, there hasn't been a ton of callers. There's been some texters, but I was like, it'd probably be nothing. We'll be lucky to get a couple of calls. Apparently, I was wrong.
I love the skepticism. I love the skepticism of someone's like, I'm going to hand you 2 ounces, and let's say 5 months later, you're going to hand me 3. No, ain't happening. Well, we're going to try it out. And listen, we at Patriot Trading Group can back it up. If we make some sort of a mistake on the back end of this thing, we can back the gold you're giving us. We've been here. I've been here over 8.5 years. I've been here 8.5 years. Right? Joe's been here, I don't know, was it 27 years? I don't know how long you've been here, Joe, but it's like, we're not going anywhere. You can trust us. You're going to hand us 2 ounces of gold. We're going to take your name and number and contact.
Hey, I want to establish this. Worst case scenario, we hand you the 2 ounces back.
Yep.
That's the worst case scenario. You get your 2 ounces
If you come walking in the door with your 2 ounces and you hand us a contract to sign, you're not in. We're not going to accept it. We've earned the respect that we can handle this and help you guys out. If you want us to like do jumping jacks and sign away our left kidney because you're worried about your 2 ounces of gold, then forget it. You know, we're taking risk in this, and you guys are, in my mind, you guys are essentially taking no risk because we're, you know, if our end doesn't work, the worst that's going to happen is we'll be like, well, this thing's not working. Come and get your 2 ounces. That's going to be the worst thing that's going to happen.
Yep.
So
800-951-0592. I mean, I don't know. I'm not, like I said, I've never professed to be the smartest person in the room, but we've looked at this for a while. We feel very confident in it, and we'll see what happens. And like Jason said, this is kind of you're going to take our word for it, and we're going to deliver. We're going to deliver. And we think the worst case scenario is we hand you your 2 ounces back, but we anticipate giving everybody their 3 full ounces back and moving on from there. So, and again, like Jason said, we don't care, right?
Yep.
8 5s, 4 10s, 2 20s. Gold Eagles, Krugerrands, Maple Leafs, right? Chinese Panda. Someone asked about graded coins. We'll take them, but you're not going to get graded coins back. And Who knows? You may give us 20s and get Gold Eagles. You may give us Krugerrands and get 20s. You may give us Maple Leafs and get Krugerrands. I don't know.
Yep.
But it's going to be 2 for 3. That's what it's going to be. 800-951-0592.
We're still hammering out the details. In fact, I got questions I need to ask Joe off air, but I think I've got this nailed down. We'll probably be doing the 20 packages. I'm starting to get the math down. I'm thinking about it.
I think
it's going to be 20.
Yeah.
There's only going to be 20 guys getting in this. I know I had 5 guys that I'm going to have to get to when we get off the air. So you can expect 10 guys. I'm guessing half the positions minimum are already gone.
I was just going to say, so I want to make something else clear. It's because some of you called yesterday and asked questions, but did not confirm that you wanted to be in.
That doesn't count.
You are not in. You are not in. The only ones that are in
is Golden Hand. Golden Hand.
That you said, I'm in. I'm going to be bringing my gold.
Yep.
Right. Then you're on the list.
Yep.
Right. We don't know what number you're on. You're just on the list.
Correct.
All right. We'll see how far we go. I don't know what we're going to talk about next. Maybe we're going to keep talking about this. I'm not sure.
It made Friday much busier than we thought. The skepticism, Joe, makes me more determined to make this work. It shows that I think we're on the right track here. It's going to be an awesome experiment, which I think is going to work out for everybody.
Yeah.
Now I'm more determined.
Oh man, that good. That makes me happy, right? I know I kid about being an idiot, but we're not idiots. We really aren't. We feel pretty good about it, and I love it. I echo that sentiment. I am very determined. It's the same thing like with Texas Coin and this kind. I'm very determined to make this work for you guys, no matter what. But having said all of that, by the way, I do want to say this. I guess I might as well say this now since we're down this path. The TSSB responded late yesterday. We will have August 17th. We'll be in court, and we'll get a whole lot of clarity after that is over, the 17th through the 20th. As soon as we, I guess it's kind of weird. The TSSB gets mad when we post it. I don't know why, but they do. So we're going to make sure, because last time we blacked out all of the, quote, witnesses they had before we posted it online, and then they got mad about that. So this time around, we're going, okay, whatever they say, we're going to put it up there so you guys can read the whole thing. You guys know that. Everything we do, right, wrong, bad, or indifferent, will be on that Texacoin website. So we'll see. My guess is, while I'm gone, it'll be up there. So continue to check it out. Go to Legal Updates, and you can read it for yourself. You got to really work at finding it. It is public out there somewhere in Texas somewhere, but I tried to get it. I gave up. It was too hard. I didn't know. You gotta know exactly what to search for, and apparently I couldn't figure it out. But just to let you know, as expected, and we feel extremely good about it. We did get existing home sales today, so we did get some economic data. It was better than expected. Now, granted, it's been really bad this year, but at least it was up. Okay, at least it was up. Now, the problem was it wasn't up anywhere close to what. So apparently they were expecting it to be up, which I didn't know. They were expecting it to be up 4.8%. It was up 1.6%. So, a little, not quite as much. But May's, which was really bad, was revised to, so it wasn't as bad. Long story short, new home sales are down 5.6% year over year. And the big thing there, I'm trying to find price here. What was the price? Do I get it? They didn't even give me a price. Okay, so they did say prices were, for the first time in 3 months, sales rose. Prices near a 5-year low, but they didn't give the price, so I don't know. Kind of weird. It's weird when they do this crap. I've been doing this, like Jason said, over 2 decades. I've been doing this stuff. And it's weird now. The data that comes out now, the stuff they used to tell you, sometimes they put it in, sometimes they leave it out, right? Whatever. They only want to give you the data that they want you to know about. But there you go. One other thing to watch out for, because it is Friday. Now, take this for what you want. Allegedly, the president is very upset. Okay, he's very upset today. Oh, someone said, can I buy 2 ounces of gold from you today and be in? Yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
yeah. I didn't think of that, but yeah. Yeah, you could.
It just means you don't get to receive your gold until your place in the order is paid for. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So,
but we got to get the in this case we got to get payment before you get in the order.
Before you get in. So yes, thank you, Jason. So, God, these questions are great. I didn't even enter my mind.
Once again, it goes to show you that the sleepiness of the Patriot trading customers, that they've been asleep since last year. They're there. You guys are listening. It's good to know that you guys are still there. We're still selling a little bit, but we're not selling like we should be selling. You guys aren't buying like you should be buying. So we're basically like saying, here, give us your gold. We're going to invest it in this program, and we're going to shove 3 ounces back to you. Wake up and get more.
There you go. So great question. So the president's all mad. Why? He's all mad because the Houthis blew up some Saudi ships. Iran blew up some ships. And apparently now he is saying that he's getting ready soon for what he's calling a massive attack on Iran. And that this was last night, the president saying the new strikes, if he goes through with it, he's thinking about it, would be bigger than anything seen in the war so far, and that Iran hasn't received enough pain yet. Well, I hate to tell the president this. He hasn't figured it out. They're not going to care. That's just my opinion. I'm considering a massive attack. I am close to making a decision, and we are all set for it.
Is this Trump or Iran?
This is Trump.
Okay. I got a Michael Snyder piece that came out. Iran is threatening to conduct terror attacks that will, quote, cause national mourning in America. Remember what we said yesterday, Joe? That September 11th is only 7 weeks away. No, boy, a false flag. I don't really know about the Islamists if they really, really have to have it on those dates, but we know false flags, they really like those dates. That April 19th comes to mind, right? So, I mean...
I was just thinking, my thought was, well, the weekend's coming, right? So that's, they like to, if they're going to do something...
They need to build it. They need pre-programming, Joe. They need the Michael Snyders of the world, a really good guy, to report that Iran is threatening to have terror attacks inside the country that will leave the entire country in mourning. But did Iran actually do that? Did Michael Snyder actually get information coming from an Iran terrorist? Or is there somebody planting and sending this stuff out from inside our own non-trustworthy government and financiers that really want to put a cap on Iran's country? So, I don't know, Joe, but September 11th sure is going to get a little spooky this time around.
It's going to get a little spooky.
25th anniversary, by the way. 25th anniversary 9/11 this year.
Here's what's funny. J.P. Morgan, they think they know when the quote-unquote talks will resume. I'll tell you what they say needs to happen. 800-951-0592, Patriot Radio News Hour. Right now you got gold at 40. I'll get it here. It's split it out, Joe. 4,075. 4,075. $20 gold pieces, $39.95. But J.P. Morgan now says that they think that they may know when the Trump administration may all of a sudden decide. Because, listen, Iran's position is pretty clear. Every time you bomb us, we bomb somebody else. If you bomb infrastructure, then we're going to bomb infrastructure. And if we can't ship any oil out of the Strait, nobody can. That's kind of their stance on it. And so far, anyway, they have been able to back up at least the oil part of it. Right? They got the Houthis to choke off the Saudis on the other side. And so far, anyway, they've been able to choke it off on their side. This morning, driving to work, and I've been doing, my daily gas update. Gas in Phoenix now. Now, someplace a little less, someplace, but the place that I get gas at, which is on the lower side, $4.49 this morning, $4.49 a gallon. This time last week, right, $3.65. So we're not quite up $1 a gallon. According to J.P. Morgan, the national average of gas has now gone above $4 a barrel again. And they believe that the Trump administration is going to, quote unquote, figure out a way to start negotiations again when gas prices reach somewhere between $4.20 and $4.50 a gallon as an average nationally. So again, that's probably talking about $4.99. Let's call it maybe $4.99 to something over $5 here in Arizona. Like California, you're probably talking closer to $7. Right in Colorado, it may be $4. Right, $3.99. But we'll see. That is something that I guess we'll have to keep in the back of the mind here of when is this, blockade of a blockade of a blockade going to stop? Because I don't think this is just me, but I feel like most people kind of believe we can keep doing this, right? Bombing them every day. And it looks like Iran has the capability of bombing others every day. And I don't know, well, if we bomb them more or bomb them less, I don't think that's going to make a difference. The fear is that we start getting, and I guess what Jason would say, a real war really starts happening. And we're going to turn the lights out in Tehran, right? We're going to turn the lights out in all of Iran, right? We're going to turn the water off. That is something where Iran has already said, you do that, and we're going to turn it off in the entire Middle East. And obviously in Kuwait, as an example, they've shown the ability to turn the power off. They've shown the ability to turn the water off. If that happens this weekend, get ready, Monday's going to be a crazy day. Right? That'll be insanity. If it's more of the same, right now, J.P. Morgan is saying this will happen. You got to look for Brent crude to be somewhere in the $115 to $120 range. So yesterday we got to, $101. Today it's $96. So, let's call it $20. Right? We got $20 in oil to go. And again, the only real solution here, there's only two. There's only two solutions. Go home or put troops in. Because the regime that is in Iran right now isn't going to give in no matter what we do. And the president saying, well, they if we just can inflict enough pain, they're going to relent. I don't think they don't care. I mean, I know that's sad, but it's true. I'll say this. Look at Russia and Ukraine. Right? I mean, do you really want to be in Kiev or Kyiv? No, why? The power doesn't work. I mean, you got to run to bomb shelters every 5 minutes. I mean, people will do what they've got to do. I don't know, crazy. Wow, just crazy. 800-951-0592. Guess what? Final segment coming up next. 800-951-0592. I think that you want to get in the gold program, you better do it today. Let's just say
yeah, you better. People are
texting.
Yeah. People are starting to get the idea that this is real, and everyone's going on vacation, so there's not a whole lot of getting real next week.
Right. There you go. 800-951-0592. And then, of course, $20 gold on sale, $39.95. Same number, same everything. And we'll just see what happens here. We did get PMI today. Gosh, this is not working well. I hope this data is wrong. But manufacturing was at a 6-month low. The survey, the other side of it, the service side, better, but not great. Based on what we saw, they're saying that third quarter, this is flash PMI, consistent with GDP growth of 2%. That is, guys, that's not going to get it done. That is not going to get it done. And I will say this, I just can't see them raising rates, but maybe, are they going to be for? I don't know. We're supposed to be growing our way out of this, and the data, the funny thing, jobless claims data is fantastic. The actual jobs data, not great, right? When you look at the PMI stuff, it says, well, hey, we're growing, just not a lot. Look at homes, right? The homes data, home sale data, it's not good. But it's not, it's like, well, you know what? It's been crappy, for several years now, and it just continues to be crappy. But I just am like, man, what happens if I don't know, the AI spending slows down, right? I don't know what would happen, right? 800-951-0592. So JP Morgan saying, hey, gas needs to be between $4.20 and $4.50 across the nation. And at that point, they think the Trump administration will create a way for, the talks to resume again. The president is saying that they're getting ready to do something massive. And I think everyone's kind of like, you're already done a lot. I mean, we bombed it for like 14 days in a row, something like that. I mean, how much more bombing can we do? But I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how it all works out. And then the data says GDP is like 2%. That's not going to work. Let's hope the data's wrong. Where's Kevin Warsh? Redo it. Redo the data.